What can you tell us about the recent spike in the number of Chinese warplanes that are flying near Taiwan's airspace?
So, in the last 2 days, we've seen 52 ADIZ violations from the PLA. There could be a number of reasons why this is happening. There's speculation about a British visit to Taiwan, but in all honesty, these are the largest violations we've seen since August as of today, with 31 aircraft. And in general, that means China is signaling for some reason that they are unhappy and they want to make it known by putting pressure on Taiwan.
Last year in total, there was close to 1,000 incursions, and now, almost halfway through November, the total is close to 1,400. So what do you think China is trying to do in stepping up this kind of activity?
I think it's a clear indicator that China is not going to back down in its desire to put pressure on Taiwan. I think that with 2022, China has had more opportunities to find an excuse to put pressure on Taiwan. The Pelosi visit obviously was not something to scoff at for them. That's where we've seen the largest amount of incursions. But otherwise, too, comments made by President Biden, arms sales, any opportunity that China can take to basically find a reason to get upset and send aircraft into the ADIZ over the median line in the last few months, especially. I think it's just proof that China is very steadfast in its commitment to put pressure on Taiwan to dissuade what they call separatist activities.
So included in Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense report, there will be the different kinds of aircraft that enter the ADIZ. And now we're seeing a big variation of those planes. So why is that so significant?
I think, for one, it's a way for China to demonstrate the different kinds of capabilities it can field, and likewise to train pilots using those capabilities. And we'd seen a variety of aircraft spread out since the data started being released in late 2020. But more recently, we've seen concentrated and varied numbers of aircraft. And I think that's a sign that China is attempting to work on some level of interoperability for its forces. So you have special mission and support aircraft, airborne early warning and command aircraft, working together with large quantities of fighter jets. We know there are naval ships operating in the same area, so they're most likely trying to communicate and practice that kind of communication because they know that's what they're going to need to do in a Taiwan contingency.